welcome back to my channel. So today I finally, you guys, it took forever, but I finally got the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. Woo! Cue the cheering, cue the cheering. You guys, I've been wanting this for so long. Every time I try to get it, it was out of stock, out of stock. I even had like the notification for them to email me, and then I feel like they never even emailed me, but that's okay because I got it anyways. Yeah, so I came up with this look. You guys, I really didn't know what I wanted to do today, but I wanted something fallish, something like sexy. Originally, I was just gonna do like a colorful eye, but then I opened this gorgeous palette and like these tones were speaking to me. And then I did a little pop of blue. So I did a voiceover in this video. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, so I really didn't want to talk through it and make it longer than it needed to be, like this intro. So if you would like to know how I got this look right here, don't mind my busted no. If you'd like to know how I got this look right here, just keep watching. Hey guys, with my skin already prepped and primed, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 330. And first I'm going to apply this with a foundation brush just so I can get the most coverage, and then I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. You definitely want to work in sections. I would do one cheek, blend it out, do the other cheek, blend it out. I started to do my whole face and then quickly realized that it was setting too fast, and then here I am trying to rush and blend that all out. But everything turned out okay. Next, going in with two concealers, the Tarte ShapeTape in Light Medium Honey and the MAC ProLong Wear Concealer in NC42. I'm going to do the usual, you guys, conceal / highlight underneath my eyes, my nose, my forehead, and my Cupid's bow. I'm applying that with my finger and blending it in, and then going back in with my beauty blender and then blending the rest of it out. Next, to set that and bake, I'm going to use my Mercier translucent powder and just set those highlighted areas. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to set it with the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation Powder. I think it's just a powder, not a foundation powder, but you know what I mean. Then going in with the Shade and Light Contour Palette from Kat Von D. In this middle shade, I'm going to carve out my cheekbones. You guys, it was really late and I ended up going pretty heavy with my contour. I don't know what it was. It was just heavy and sloppy, but it's okay. I'm going to show you how I fixed that. Just taking a little bit of that translucent powder, I'm just gonna take that underneath my cheekbones and carve out that blank area. That's gonna help highlight that area and kind of just clean up the whole thing if you end up taking it a little bit too low like I have. And after I contour my nose, I'm gonna do the same thing by applying that translucent powder down the center of the nose. It's gonna brighten and open up that area. And then once I'm ready to blend that out, I'm going to use that excess powder to buff away all of the edges to make everything nice and smooth. Really taking my time to buff away, making sure there's no harsh edges. Then going in with this fire highlight from Dose of Colors in the shade Fuego, I'm going to buff that in with the Anastasia highlighting brush. Oh, it just makes your skin look so glowy and just stand out. It's beautiful. You know the drill, popping that on all of the highlighted areas, including the cheekbones, cupid's bow, and nose. Then going in with my Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deepest, I'm going to bronze / further contour my cheekbones. I'm really keeping this super snug to my cheeks, to my actual hollows on my cheekbones, just because like it got really sloppy earlier, but as you can tell by doing this, it just adds like the most beautiful shape and definition there. If you guys haven't tried these mineralized powders from MAC, really try them, they're beautiful. Then going in with the Anastasia DipBrow in Granite, I'm gonna quickly and magically pop on some brows, and then with the MAC Layin Low Paint Pot, I'm gonna pop that on and then blend that out with my finger. I apply that from lash line all the way up to my brow. Then you can tell how excited I am. Going in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Oh, it's so beautiful, you guys. I'm going in with this gorgeous mustardy shade, and this is going to be my transition shade. So I'm going to start to buff that into my crease. I don't need this to be perfect. I don't need to be the most pigmented, but I am going to build that up slowly just to get a little bit of definition, but I just really want this to be a wash of color. So that way, whenever we go in with darker shades, it has something nice to blend into. Taking that in with little circular motions and little windshield wipers. That will give you the best blend. Then going in with this orangish red shade and a MAC 217, I'm going to slowly start to buff that in, starting on my outer corner and then taking it up a little bit higher. Not as high as we did the first color, but just underneath it. And you can see by having that first shade down, that other shade just blends so nicely together. I'm slowly taking that up into my crease. I'm working little by little, you guys, and you can see like I'm hopping back and forth from each eye just to make sure that they're even. Here I'm taking whatever's left from that first shade and just blending out the edges. Then going in with these two reddish brown shades, I'm going to do the same thing and add further definition. I'm taking this on a smaller eyeshadow brush. You definitely want something small, but that's going to really help blend. I'm going in and adding definition, really doing the same thing, but you just want to keep it lower and tighter every time you add more color. And here you can see I'm doing it on the other side, keeping it really tight to that outer corner, keeping it pretty low, and slowly working my way up. One last time, going in with that first transition shade, I'm going to blend out all of the edges. I go back and forth, blending, adding color, blending, adding color. This is the best way for me that I found to get a colorful blended eye that's not too much. Here I'm just taking a little bit of concealer on a flat concealer brush, and then I'm going to start to etch out my lid. First taking it exactly on my mobile lid, but then taking it higher, tilting my head back so I can see the shape of my actual eye. Like where my crease is and where I want my lid to be. You know, makeup's fun and transformative, so if you want your eye space to be a little bit wider, make it wider. And once I have that on there, I'm gonna use my little stump and blend that out with my finger. While that shade is still damp, I'm going to go in with the second shade from the right or the left, whatever you're looking from, and I'm going to pop that on my lid. Originally, I wanted something a slightly darker, more champagne-y. This turned out to be a little bit brighter than I expected, a little bit brighter pink. But I think that because it reflects gold so beautifully, it kind of works. And I'm like digging the whole like bunch of different color, like colorful eye. Like, it's totally fall, and I actually really ended up loving it. I did dip in my brush for that shade, just to let you guys know. I'm just taking my nose contour brush and fixing that up a little bit. Going in with that second shade from the left, I'm just deepening that red. I just want it to be more apparent and that contrast to be more stark. And then one last time with that first shade that we used, I'm going and blending all the edges. Then going with this beautiful brownie maroon shade, I'm gonna use this to create a wing today. Slowly going from my outer corner, winging it out, and then pulling it in. And then I'm gonna build up that pigment. Since it is an eyeshadow, I'm just gonna build it up to my desire. So once I get my shape, just go in and keep packing on that color. Now I'm just taking a little bit of concealer and cleaning up the wing, just making sure it's nice, clean, and sharp, cleaning up any excess eyeshadow. Gonna pop on a quick coat of Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. And going in with the Duo Lash Glue and my Tarte tweezers, I'm gonna pop on the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes, which are some of my all-time faves. They were kind of playing me today. That corner, that inner corner, you know the drill. I got it to work for me as much as I could before I lost my mind, but I think we made out okay. Going in with that first transition shade, I'm going to really buff that into my lower lash line. Not afraid to go deep and low, you guys. Now going in with that orange shade, I'm going to do the same thing. Again, buffing it down, not going as low as I did the first shade, because I really want that to blend into that shade, but I am going pretty low. When in doubt, smoke it out. Going in with that shade that I used to create the wing, I'm going to really buff that super close to my lash line. I want that to be super smoky, so when I go in with a blue, it's nice and grounded and it's not too colorful. Now, I would just pop on any blue, green, teal eyeliner that you have. This is a discontinued eyeliner. I'm just going to take this teal shade in the palette and just use it as a base and really buff that in. I used a lot of that shade and really built up that color. It looks so stunning, you guys. I was originally going to do my whole eye this color, but I'm digging the pop of color. Taking that red shade, I'm going to keep it super close underneath that blue and teal, making sure it pops. I'm going to quickly bless my face with Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray, making sure that it lasts all day. Then going in with my little nub, I'm going to pop that into my inner corner. I'm putting Benefit's They're Real Mascara on my lower lashes, just because it doesn't move, it doesn't transfer on me. Going in with MAC Plum Lip Liner and Anastasia Lip Gloss in Fudge. You guys, this is my first time wearing the Anastasia lip glosses, and I really like them. They were super pigmented. They smell really, really good, and they're actually really beautiful. Yeah, I ended up really liking how it came out. Hey guys, really quick, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. I feel like this is where I need to be. I am so happy and I'm loving everyone's comments and you guys reaching out to me and following me on all of my social media. You guys, this means so much to me and I just want to thank you for following me on my journey and sticking with me, dealing with my hot ass mess. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Again, all of my social media links are down below. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and Snapchat especially. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you guys so much and remember to keep your happiness first. Bye guys.